Hello, welcome to the Dolor Factor. I'm Delia Dolor. Well, we're here in, I'd like to say sunny St. Lucia, but as you can hear, and you will be hearing, there's thunder and there is lightning. But you know what? That's not going to deter us because that's how it is in the Caribbean sometimes. Now, sometimes I am also really happy to sit in this chair and to share information with you. And other times I feel frustrated because it doesn't matter how much I talk, it doesn't matter how much my guests advised you. The bottom line, you are going to be either receptive and do something about whatever it is we're discussing, or you're just going to be sitting there and just, it's going to come into one and out of the other. And I really hope for this show, you will be receptive. And if you know anyone who needs to be motivated, anyone who wants to move forward in their life, that you share this conversation with them. Now, as I said, it's not the best of weather. You will sometimes hear the thunder, you will sometimes see the lightning, and that's just the way it is sometimes. In life, you just have to make do with what comes with you, and you just make the most of what you have. So, I'd like to welcome my guest, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming to Ladera.
Thank you so much for having me.
Are you scared of thunder and lightning?
The shakes.
So if you see Lisa just check out, then you know. Now, you were saying earlier that you'd been to Ladera some time ago.
Yeah, that was years ago when I was around 7, 8, 9 with my father.
Wow.
That's many years ago.
And how did why did your father bring you here?
My father had this policy every once a month. He would take us for around the island tour, and we had, we'll stop at the Dashing restaurant at the time and have our lunch there every Sunday, once a month. That was our treat for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So coming back after all those years, what was your feeling?
It felt good. I just told my daughter, that brought back a lot of memories. I remember Daddy used to take us here, and I just had to smile. It was really, it brought a lot of good memories.
But it's changed a lot since then, right?
Yes, because the restaurant at the time was at the bottom of where the security guard is right now. So it's fairly, good memories, very good memories.
Well, one of the reasons that I'm really glad that you're here, Lisa, is that you were one of the viewers who contacted me and told me what you were doing. And I just thought, you know, what you're doing is so valid and it's so necessary. And all the time when people contact me, the border is always about they're being stuck, whether they're stuck in their relationships, stuck in their jobs, stuck in the way that they feel about themselves. And you basically brought out all those things that people keep questioning and asking me about. So can you tell us about, you know, what your aim is tonight? Why are you here? What's your aim?
Well, my aim actually is to rewire women's mind in terms of making them think more positive about themselves, making them understand that they have a right to express themselves the way that they feel is supposed to be expressed. They have a right to say no, and they are right to go to listen to them. That's just my main aim for St. Lucian women and probably the region.
Because I think it's something that's worldwide. It doesn't matter where you live, where you were born. At the end of the day, you are a person.
You're a person.
And being female does make a difference because our role is different to a male role.
Yeah, our role is different in terms of, I think, although we are just females, I think what we tend to forget is that without us as on this earth, the other gender will not have that kind of strong support. We like the pillars that hold up the foundation of the earth. And we have to let ourselves understand that even though we are women, even though we are childbearers, even though we may not have the best education or some countries have all sorts of different laws against women, but we are actually the pillars that hold up the earth, because without us, they will not have leaders, they will not have scientists. We make those people be who they are, but we have to understand we too need those kind of desires to be fulfilled also.
So it's one thing you having those thoughts, but what are you trying to do about that?
Well, recently I just started to create a women's retreat. Overseas they have the couples retreat, they have youth camp, but I decided to do something that's a lot different, very new to St. Lucia, probably the whole Caribbean, have a women's retreat where women come in, they vent, they express how they feel, no hold bars, but in a positive light. I choose to let the women speak in a second person. So you'll not just come and say, my name is Lisa. You come and say, her name is Lisa. She has one daughter. She goes to this work. She does this. She does that. But in terms of for us to look at ourselves from the outside, view ourselves from the outside. So looking in through a window at somebody else and see what about that picture that we really like or we really hate about that picture. Does it mean that because she has a daughter, how much of that responsibility does she really like? How much of responsibility does she can really take on without she being, say, frustrated when she shouts, or if she starts to have discipline, does she do anger discipline? Or, you know, those kind of things that we need to, because when I hear women speak, I kind of get kind of sad because those same women, they have to raise children, they have to work, they have to be among other people like them. And if you're among other people like that, they have to think the same way. At the end of the day, you coming out worse than you went in. You have more issues to deal with, more everything to deal with.
You know, what you say is so true and valid, but here's one hiccup for me. Women, in general, we're better than men in that we don't like people knowing our business. It's very difficult to even get us to go and see a counselor. When you go to a retreat like that, especially in the Caribbean where our communities are small and everyone knows each other, how is someone going to be feeling sitting down in a retreat and telling everyone some of their issues, even though you say in a positive way? If it was positive, maybe they would not be there in the first place?
Yeah, well, what you said makes a lot of sense because I have a lot of challenges trying to get the women in the first place just to come to listen to just one session. Because the first thing they ask, oh, she'll know my business. I say, but we're not discussing your business. We're discussing issues that you want to express. That's nothing to do with your business per se. So I don't want to know about your personal life. I don't know what happens to you at work. I want you to express how you feel you can help another woman with her life at work, her life at home, even with her children. Because sometimes we may talk, like we're talking here right now, and the idea might pop up and might say, oh, that's how I should have done it. You understand?
Okay.
My retreats are geared at, you come in, you express yourself. If you have a bigger issue, that can open a way for you to go to a professional, a counselor. That's how I look at it, because it teaches you about yourself, how you deal with yourself, how you deal with forgiveness, how you deal with certain issues that bombard us day by day. Because I can assure you, everybody has the same problem at some point in their lifetime. It's just that everybody does not handle it the same way as they should.
Maybe when we have to look at the definition of the word retreat. Traditionally, if we look at retreat, it's supposed to be about
fanfare.
That's right.
Fanfare.
Yeah, but at the same time, making time for yourself and being, relaxed and so
Right.
on. And maybe in trying to get people there, it could be a case of saying, all right, then we're going to be talking about certain issues, but we're looking, as you said earlier, about the positive ways and sharing other people's experiences in the areas perhaps that you would like to discuss.
Yes. Well, what I've done, I've gotten a place where bright colors all over the place, bright curtains. I'm now putting some aromatherapy candles, some soothing music. So as soon as you enter the room, the ambience will be a lot different. It'll be something that you're not used to. It's not a fanfare where you have dancing and lots of, gigolo, but it's just an atmosphere where you can just wind down, relax, sit down, listen to other people's issues apart from yours.
Well, it all sounds very good to me, and if you are in St. Lucia particularly, I think it's something that you should actually think about doing. When we come back, we're going to be talking more about some of the issues that make women feel that they're just not worth it and that they don't stand a chance. So stay with us on Dolor Factor. We'll be right back.